late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Now, I think most people thought this game was gonna go the way it went. For the Minnesota series with the Golden State Warriors, it went almost the same way. Well, game one went almost the same way. Wolves don't play for a long time because they did their business and closed out the team early. Then they had to wait almost like a week, and then they played game one of the next series, and they ended up getting run off the court. But as we saw in the Golden State series, yeah, they won. Now people say, oh, they might never won a Curry. I don't know about that. I don't think they went to 5 games, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe. I still think the Minnesota Timberwolves was gonna win that series no matter what. But this series right here, oh, it's gonna be a little bit tougher. I ain't saying they had cakewalks because there's really no series so far they played in that have been cakewalks. They could have been cakewalks if Minnesota at times didn't play like a bunch of goofballs. In the Lakers series, they played like a bunch of goofballs. Just put the Lakers away in 4 games, still letting it go to 5. And even with or without, well, in this case, of course, without Curry, they should have put him out sooner. Then again, they kind of did. Because I think game 1 of that series, they was just, not fresh. They waited a week. Golden State only played 2 days before that. And it's kind of the same thing here. OKC just played on Sunday, and the Timberwolves, when was the last time the Timberwolves played? Was it Tuesday? Wednesday? One of those days, I forgot. But that was the last time they played, so almost about a week. But I turned this game on, second quarter maybe, and Minnesota had a lead. But I could just feel that, knowing now that I watched OKC for 7 games now. Well, not even 7 games closer, because I kind of watched the game 4 of the Memphis series they played, and I kind of knew in the back of my head that OKC was going to turn around in the second half, because they did sort of the same thing on Sunday against the Denver Nuggets, and that's kind of what they did. It was kind of still back and forth. If you didn't watch the game, it was kind of back and forth. And then all of a sudden, around the fourth quarter, late third quarter into the fourth quarter, OKC just put their foot on the gas and just defensively dominated the Minnesota Timberwolves. One thing I did not like about this game, there was too many foul calls for me. Maybe it was just for me, but it was just way too many fouls. Because every time you tweet, it's like, damn. Look at how many fouls. 22 fouls. They was both evenly with 22 fouls apiece, but it just seemed like it was a lot more than that. But anyways, OKC dominated. They did the same thing against Denver. Just swarm people. That's the type of defense they do. Just swarm the best players, seems like. But anyways, like I said, let's start out this game. Well, Julius Randle was hot in the beginning. He went 5 for 6 for 3, 9 for 13 from the field altogether, 28 points. He was probably their best part of their team last night. Jaden McDaniels 3 for 5 from the field, fouled out 7 points, 7 rebounds. Somewhere in the beginning of this game, he's putting pressure on, say, Gilgeous-Alexander, but it just wasn't enough. Rudy Gobert, shoot, he didn't feel like he was even out there. 2 points in 21 minutes, 1 for 3, went to the line twice. Probably 7 foot. 7'2", you only got 3 rebounds. But yeah, Mike Conley 7 points, 2 for 8, and Anthony Edwards. Oh my goodness, he was just, like I said, the defense was swarming him, but he was just terrible. 5 for 13 from the field altogether, 3 for 8. They go to the line 7 times, 5 for 7, 18 points, but he did have 9 rebounds and 3 assists. But he did have the highest plus minus on the team, negative 23. He had 4 fouls too. I think some of his fouls were just crap. Oh, the bench, they ain't got nothing on their bench really. Not until later. Nas Reed didn't score to the fourth quarter. He had 4 points. 1 for 11 from the field, 0 for 7 for 3, 28 minutes. DiVincenzo seemed like he didn't show up either, but he did have 9 points, 3 for 14, 3 for 12 from the 3. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin, yes, that's his cousin, 3 for 11, 2 for 9, 8 points, negative 14, 2 blocks though. And they had Terrence Shannon out there. He had 2 points, and Clark had 3. They didn't really get nothing else out of the bench at all. Not the Warriors. Wolves shot 15 for 50, 15 for 21. Wait, did I read that right? Nah, 15 for 51. I did read that right. They shot 51 3-pointers. 51 3-pointers. How many OKC shot? OKC shot 21 3-pointers. They shot 51 3-pointers. 29 from 83 from the field altogether. That's crazy. 42 rebounds. They also got out-rebounded 46 to 42 by Oklahoma City. As for Oklahoma City, that's ridiculous. As for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren had 15, 6 for 9. Jalen Williams had 19. Harkenstein had 12. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had 31 points in 8 minutes, 10 for 27. He did not make a single 3. Missed all his 3s. Shot 4 threes and missed them all. Went to the line 14 times. Missed 3 free throws. These guys are inconsistent with their 3-pointers. 9 assists and 5 rebounds. But he did have 3 steals and 2 turnovers as well. I think this is like his 9th game. It was an 8th or 9th game over having 30 points and more, with more than 9. I think it might have been more than 6 assists or something like that. I think he beat his own record from last year. I think he also beat out number 1 in that category on the OKC. And he's 1, and he's tied with himself. No, he is number 1, and he's number 2. And then Westbrook is number 3 in that category, having 30 points or more with 5 rebounds and 5 assists or something like that. I think that was the stat. Some stupid ESPN stat. Lou Dort, he had his typical 5 points in the corner, 2 for 4, 1 for 3. Really in there for defense. That's really what his job was supposed to be. Caruso had 9, but Caruso does so many other things other than the score. 3 for 4 from the field. Isaiah Joel got him out there for 7 points, and Wiggins with 2, Case and Wallace with 3. I said, okay, she shot better, 41 for 82. Shot way better from 3, 11 for 21 for 3, 52%, and 80% from the free throw line. I just don't get the 51 3-pointers. That's crazy. Wasn't it earlier this year that Boston, in a game against Minnesota, they combined for almost 100 threes? That's crazy. I think Minnesota's a little bit better when it comes to taking threes. They're better than Boston when it comes to Boston. Just lives by the 3, die by the 3. That seems like what they do. Minnesota's gonna have to change up their, like I said, they gonna have to change up their philosophy. I said the same thing about Boston. Change your philosophy. You can't shoot 51 threes. OKC just out hustle them. I know ifs, ands, and buts about it. I still believe Minnesota can still pull out this series, but they have to come better and have to come correct. You have to change up a little bit things. That 51 3-pointers really sticks out to me. That's crazy. 51 3-pointers. And you barely make less than 50% on that. That's crazy. But anyways, game 2 will be Thursday. I believe Minnesota can take game 2. To take game 2, they be in good shape, of course. But Anthony Edwards has to come out correct, and they're gonna leave a little bit more for the bench as well. A little bit more for Rudy Gobert as well too. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.